Today on the channel, Batman Better Beware with the DC Multiverse, McFarlane Toys, Scarecrow, and Hush Edition, Riddler.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got two of the baddest of the bad from Batman's Rogue Gallery in the Hush Edition Riddler and Scarecrow. But for all your DC McFarlane needs and a whole lot more, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15%. Yes, 15%. Got to get the deal out there. And we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And two famed villains for Batman, but man, the Scarecrow getting a lot of love, and rightfully so, as this is what I think of with Scarecrow. We've had twists and turns, other interpretations, but this is the definitive Scarecrow for me personally. Now, while the Riddler, not quite there, but a good-looking Riddler gets the point across. We'll dive into it, but we're going to start with Scarecrow first. We're going horror business first, like a young Misfits once upon a time. Looking good, 22 points of articulation, 12 and up, you 11-year-olds. You can't handle this. You guys ever seen that movie, The Dark Knight of the Scarecrow? Oh, it's worth a watch. It's worth a watch. I think that's what it's called. Todd, is that what it's called? You know, the guy that's a little special, and he is the Scarecrow, and he comes back, and they kill him, and they make the mistake. And so it's worth checking out. Check it out. It's out there. It's out. Probably on YouTube. Who knows? DC Multiverse right there, looking very good. On the side, Scarecrow, DC Classics Edition, which I'm just a Classics guy at the end of the day, as you guys know as well. Beautiful artwork on the back, looking good. Perfect for the Halloween season, even though that was last week. But here we are. Here we are. We're celebrating Halloween year-round. That's what we're doing. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's get this card out of here. And uh-oh, this new card stuff, getting harder and harder to get them out. Trying to grade a 10. You guys know me, just 10. See you later. Goodbye. You know, I'm here. I'm always looking for that perfect 10. You know that. My ladies and my figures and my cards. See you later. See you later. DC McFarlane Stand. Seen it before. We'll see it again. What's it say about the living Scarecrow? The Professor of Fear. Not for the faint of heart. Carnival of Criminals presents. Very cool. Real name, Dr. Jonathan Crane. And I believe, wasn't he related to Frasier Crane, if I'm not mistaken? Now, I never saw one episode of Frasier. It was too intellectual for me, I think is what it was. Something about Kelsey Grammer. As we all know, Sideshow Bob is his magnum opus, as we know. But I believe related to Frasier Crane. What about that Niles Crane? How do I know all these people? I've never seen the show, but I know the characters. And then the old man, the dad that was in the chair. Yes, like Shocker in the chair, something like that. But Dr. Jonathan Crane has spent as much time lurking in the dark corners of the human psyche as he is hiding in the shadowy parts of Gotham City. Obsessed with the idea of fear in its many forms, Crane has adopted the role of the Scarecrow, a living embodiment of things that go bump in the night. A career supervillain, Scarecrow lives to clash with the Batman, intent on making the Dark Knight cower in fear, and he never will. He never will. We know what Batman's up to. We know what Todd's up to here with twist ties, too. Locked away. Millions of twist ties on this guy. I guess we wouldn't have it any other way, Todd. You're not going to change yet. I mean, the tiger doesn't change his stripes. But boy, you could save a lot of money. You get rid of these twist ties. I can tell you that much. But we enjoy it. It's fun to save them. Let me tell you, it's fun. And we're going to run that hot contest at the end of the year. How much does the pound of years twist ties weigh? And we'll find out. All right, let's get down to business here. Man, they got some Cambodian tape. Always forget about that. A lot of people talk about the twist ties, but they forget the Cambodian tape. Extra dangerous here. And unfortunately, there's blood on this, and it came off with the tape. So we hate to see that along the way. But here we are. And ooh, I just realized this came with a skull. I'm here for that. Like young Misfits, I want your skull. See you later. Goodbye. But we do get the Scarecrow, a little bit of hook right here, almost like a scythe is what it looks like, but I love that it's all gutted up. It's got blood and guts on it. Looking very cool here. I feel like we've seen this before, but I may be mistaken. Maybe we have not seen this before. But looking good. It looks like something a Scarecrow might use. Usually you think of like a longer one, though, like all the way to the ground is what it is. And I love the idea of getting a skull here, just a straight up skull. Todd, you should just sell these in an accessory pack. I would love to have like a bowl of these little skulls running around. Looking very good. I thought this was actually another head you could put on somebody, but you can't. It's just a straight up skull. So he's going to do some Shakespeare and he's going to do some poetry and stuff, I guess. Maybe not. But now we're diving into Scarecrow. Man, oh man, this is amazing. This is Scarecrow, no doubt about it. You got the big old hat over the top. You got the rope around there looking very good. Torn, tattered like a Scarecrow. You know, ravens and birds have been picking at him, doing that kind of thing. We know how that goes. Has to be one of the most itchy costumes of all time, the Scarecrow. Putting all that hail in, hail? Putting all that hay up inside your shirt and in your pants. I can't imagine how itchy he is, but here he is looking good. Got crazy head sculpt. This is amazing. You got the kind of sewn shut mouth there. You got like the potato sack over his head. You got fiery red eyes. Man, oh man, very cool. You got the little topper. We'll call it the topper around the neck. All over the place. Once again, you got the rope there. And then he's wrapped up like a mummy, but instead of white, it's like brownish, kind of reddish bandages throughout. Beautiful bodysuit. Got the torn and tattered skirt. Got a rope belt. Oh, man, it looks like he's going to go to the old fishing hole with that rope belt. Looking nice there. You got patches all over the place. Perfect for Halloween is what this guy is here. And then he's got some yellow shoes down here, which throw it off a little bit, but does look good. He's got the yellow hands, kind of a honey mustard feet and hand combo. You got a splayed out kind of spooky hand, and then you got a gripping trigger finger hand over here. You do got, no butterfly shoulders on this one, but you do get arms that go all the way around. You do get a bicep cut, double jointed pinned elbows, hands back and forth side to side at the wrist, head, very tight, but you do get back and forth side to side. You do get the upper ab crunch plus a little bit of lower movement, but pretty much up top is where all the dumbbell is. Scarecrow splits a little bit, limited by that skirt. Go up for the big boot, more like the kick to the nuts if you need it. Double jointed pin knees, and then you get ankles. Pretty much no movement there, but you do get the toe articulation. Don't forget about the toe articulation. Looking awesome, but I like this Scarecrow. This is probably one of my favorite figures of the year, and we're getting to that time where I got to count down my favorite figures of the year. But this Scarecrow is fun. When I close my eyes, as I said, and I think of Scarecrow, this is exactly what I think of, and probably most other people as well. It is DC Classics after all, so very fun to get this Scarecrow. Unfortunately, doesn't want to stay on a stand, apparently. There we go. I always worry about breaking that stand off. I've had that a few times. Not going to be the best for a stand. You have to kind of get him just right, but there he is. Scarecrow, oh baby. An all-timer worth a pickup. But now we're turning our attention over to the Riddler. Riddle me this along the way. I don't know, not the classic Riddler, but we've seen a Riddler look like this many a times over the years. I always go back to the Frank Gorshin Riddler from Batman 66. That's always been my favorite. But there's been some good Riddlers. I just don't know if this one in the suit is, but he's playing all those Riddle hits is what he's got with that green suit on. DC Multiverse, 22 points articulation. The Riddler QR code from Batman Hush, a story as old as time. Batman's friend coming back, Joker around, the whole crew. I guess maybe Joker's not in Hush, I guess. It's more Riddler, isn't it? Yeah, I guess. Riddler and Hush himself. Oh, no, yeah, Joker's in there. I thought so. Poison Ivy as well. Harley Quinn, all kinds of people. We're just hushing around. And I believe they named that storyline off of the great song that Deep Purple and Kula Shaker covered called Hush once upon a time. See you later. Goodbye, Plastic Prison. All right, let's get down to this. Bam. Oh, a double whammy. See you later. Goodbye. DC McFarlane Stan. Seen it before. We'll see it again. See you later, Cardboard. How about the Riddler here? Keeping us guessing. The Riddler, Edward Nygma. The Riddler is a conflicted, not convicted, but he was convicted a time or two, if I'm not mistaken. Conflicted criminal. His dreams of wealth and prosperity are often at odds with his love of finding a worthy competitor, namely the Batman, to challenge to the game of mental and physical gymnastics. And I love a little physical gymnastics around the house every once in a while. It's a good time. Keeps you limber. Keeps you limber. But there it is, looking good. The Riddler. Riddle me this. How many twist ties does it take to lock down the Riddler? Anybody want to riddle that one? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, he's in here tight, though. I'll tell you that much. He's in there tight. Can I get him out? There's his little cane. Got that sticky Cambodian tape once again. Wouldn't have it any other way. Man, oh man, there we go. All right, twist ties. Can we get you out of here? There it is. Clean. See you later. Goodbye. All right, we're going to start with the staff. Great for doing a dance number or two. You got the big question mark here, green on the handle. You can do some of this. We know how he does it. But you do got this going on. The green and gold attack. Huge Oakland A's fan. Nobody's going to fault him for that. We're all A's fans at the end of the day. But now we got the Riddler here. I think I would know this is the Riddler if you handed me this head sculpt. I don't know, though. He's got the longer hair there. It looks like a young Crispin Glover is what this looks like to me. Looking good. He's got the hat on there in green. And I don't know if I've ever seen... I think the only Crispin Glover movie I ever saw was the one where he like had the rats in it. Was that like Ben or what was that one? But that's the only movie I think I ever saw with him, which I know he's been in Back to the Future and all this other stuff. I just don't get around. I don't get around much. At least not those kind of movies. I don't like the movies that everybody watches. I like the deep cuts and the terrible stuff. That's what I like. But he's got some sideburns going on. He's got that bandit mask. Watch out for that. Nice smirk on the face as well. Got that top kind of bowler hat looking good. Not removable up there. And then he's got a suit on here, looking good. White shirt underneath. He's got the Riddler tie. He's got the question marks on it. Green suit over the top, looking good. Purple gloves he probably stole from the Joker. Got the purple shoes as well. And I like the purple buttons on the shirt. Nice attention to detail on the suit. Arms all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed, pinned elbows. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Waist articulation. No real ab crunch in there to really speak of. Very rubbery in the suit department, though. Leg goes up for the big boot. Double jointed pin knees. Ankles up, down, back, forth, side to side. And toe articulation. Watch out for the toe articulation. It's a dangerous one. It's a dangerous one, but this will fit in his hand, I believe. Very rubbery on that weapon, as we usually see. But not bad. Not a bad one if you're building out your Hush collection. And let's say we got Hush Batman. We got multiple Hush Batmans in different colors. We've got all of them. At least they've made. So I guess this will fit on that Hush shelf. And I always go back and forth. Not in that way, Todd, but I always go back and forth like, do I display all my Batman together or display, here's all the Hush characters together? It's always tough to me. I'm like, I want to put all the Riddlers together, or do I put this Riddler in a Hush collection? I don't know, first world problems if there ever was one, but I do know these are both really good figures with the Scarecrow, no doubt about it. One of the best figures from McFarlane this year. Happy I got this one for sure. A must-have, but the Riddler, not bad in his own right as well. But what say you guys and gals out there? You picking these up? You need these in your collection? Let me know in the comments down below. And you made it this far, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon and YouTube channel memberships, if that is your thing. Sir Paul 64 on X, the former Twitter. And then, of course, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is the name of the podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, each and every Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. So for the Riddler and the Scarecrow, I'm the Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
I'm solid gold.